The impact of power dynamics on relationships in House of Dragon. The world of Westeros is a complex tapestry of power struggles, and House of Dragon is no exception. At its core, the show is a masterclass in exploring the intricate dance of power dynamics in relationships. One of the most striking aspects of the series is the way it portrays the cyclical nature of power. We see this in the relationships between the characters, particularly between Alicent and Rhaenyra. Both women are vying for power and control, but their methods and motivations are vastly different. Alicent's desire for power is rooted in a sense of duty and responsibility, while Rhaenyra's is driven by a sense of entitlement and privilege. This dichotomy highlights the ways in which power can be both a motivator and a corrupter. When we're driven by a desire for power, we often become willing to do whatever it takes to achieve our goals, even if it means sacrificing our relationships and our values. This is evident in the way Alicent and Rhaenyra's relationship deteriorates over the course of the series, as they become increasingly entrenched in their own perspectives and unwilling to compromise. Another key aspect of power dynamics in House of Dragon is the way it portrays the impact of trauma and abuse on relationships. The show doesn't shy away from depicting the brutal and often violent ways in which power can be exercised, particularly in the context of the Targaryen family's history. We see this in the way that Daemon and Rhaenyra's relationship is marked by a power imbalance, with Daemon's abuse and manipulation of Rhaenyra serving as a stark reminder of the ways in which power can be used to control and dominate. This portrayal of trauma and abuse is particularly noteworthy because it highlights the ways in which power dynamics can be perpetuated across generations. We see this in the way that Alicent's relationship with her father, Viserys, is marked by a similar power imbalance, with Viserys' abuse and manipulation of Alicent serving as a precursor to the ways in which she will later abuse and manipulate Rhaenyra. Ultimately, House of Dragon offers a nuanced and thought-provoking exploration of the impact of power dynamics on relationships. By depicting the complex and often fraught ways in which power is exercised and maintained, the show challenges us to think critically about the ways in which we interact with one another and the ways in which we exercise power in our own relationships. As we watch the characters of House of Dragon navigate the treacherous landscape of power and privilege, we are forced to confront our own assumptions and biases about power and relationships. We are reminded that power is never simply a zero-sum game where one person's gain is another person's loss. Rather, power is a complex and multifaceted force that can be exercised in countless ways, often with devastating consequences. By exploring the impact of power dynamics on relationships in House of Dragon, we are given a unique opportunity to reflect on our own relationships and the ways in which we exercise power in our own lives. We are challenged to think critically about the ways in which we interact with one another, and to consider the ways in which we can work to create more equitable and just relationships.